I want to talk a little bit about parables. What do you think is a parable? Have you heard the word before?
No.
Okay, a parable is the name that we give to a lot of the stories that Jesus told in the New Testament. But he told stories that took everyday things like wheat or bread or weeds. And when he told a story about them, it had a deeper meaning. You'd hear the story and you'd realize one thing, and then maybe you'd hear it again and you learn something else. So today, I'm going to tell kind of a parable. But first, I want to read a little bit of scripture from the book of Genesis. And it's just the very first verse in the whole Bible. It said, "In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was a formless void." Formless void. When you hear that, what do you think about? Do you know what the Bible is talking about when it says formless void? Okay, Lily. Oh, okay, down. That's basically what it is. A formless void is nothingness. It's nothing. And the miracle is that we believe God created the earth from nothing. Okie dokie. Well, this story is kind of a parable about creating something from nothing. Okay, but I'm going to do it from our parable tray. See, I got my sand tray here and I built a little house, and this could be like a car or a telephone. But inside that house, we're going to put this guy. And see this little tiny one? When Joseph was a baby, his grandfather made him a wonderful blanket to keep him warm and cozy and to chase away bad dreams. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful blanket grew older too. And one day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your blanket. It's frazzled, it's worn, it's unsightly, it's torn. It's time to throw it out." "Grandpa can fix it," Joseph said. So Joseph's grandfather took the blanket and turned it round and round. He said, and his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and out and in. There's just enough material to make a wonderful jacket. Joseph put on the wonderful jacket and went out to play. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful jacket grew older too. And one day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your jacket. It's shrunken and small. Doesn't fit you at all. It's time to throw it out."
This is mom. Hey, this is mom.
"Grandpa can fix it," Joseph said. So Joseph's grandfather took the jacket and turned it round and round. He said, as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. "There's just enough material here to make a wonderful vest." Joseph wore the wonderful vest to school every day. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful vest grew older too. And one day his mother said to him, Joseph, look at your vest. It's spotted with glue and there's paint on it too. It's time to throw it out. Grandpa can fix it, Joseph said. So Joseph's grandfather took the vest and turned it round and round. He said, as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. There's just enough material here to make a wonderful tie. Joseph wore the wonderful tie to his grandparents' house every Friday. But as Joseph grew older, his wonderful tie grew older too. And one day, his mother said to him, Joseph, look at your tie. This big stain of soup makes the end of it droop. It's time to throw it out. Grandpa can fix it, Joseph said. So Joseph's grandfather took the tie and turned it round and round. He said, as his scissors went snip, snip, and his needle flew in and out and in and out. There's just enough material here to make a wonderful handkerchief. Joseph used the wonderful handkerchief to keep his pebble collection safe. But as Joseph grew older too, his wonderful handkerchief grew older too. And one day his mother said to him, Joseph, look at your handkerchief. It's been used till it's tattered. It's splotched and splattered. It's time to throw it out. Grandpa can fix it, Joseph said. And so Joseph's grandfather took the handkerchief and turned it round and round. He said, as scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew out and in and in and out. There's just enough material here to make a wonderful button. Joseph wore the wonderful button on his suspenders to hold his pants up. One day his mother said to him, Joseph, where is your button? Joseph looked. It was gone. He searched everywhere, but he could not find it. So Joseph ran down to his grandfather's house. My button, my wonderful button is lost. And his mother ran after him. Joseph, listen to me. The button is gone, finished, kaput. Even your grandfather can't make something out of nothing. Joseph's grandfather shook his head sadly. I'm afraid your mother is right, he said. The next day, Joseph went to school. He said, as his pen went scritch, 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 scritch over the paper. There's just enough material here to make a wonderful story. The end. How did you like that parable tray? All right. What was your favorite part? What part did you like the best? Oh, you liked it. Lily, what did you like the best?
That he made nothing out of something.
Yes. And Chris, did you have something? What part did you like the best? Which part of that story? Are you guys muted? Oh, there you go.
The book
The book part? Yeah, that's a huge story. How about you, Nate? Did you have a favorite part?
How his grandpa said, "There's just enough stuff to make this."
He was very resourceful, wasn't he? I wonder which part of this story was the most important. And it could be different for you. Lily, which part was most important for you?
That he made nothing out of something, and that his grandfather, I think, helped him make his old blanket into a ton of new stuff.
Huh. Anybody else? What was the most important part for you, Nate?
I don't know. I think the whole thing was important.
Okay. Chris, did you have something that you felt was the most important? Maybe the blanket, maybe the button, maybe the jacket.
Blanket.
The blanket, where it all started from. I wonder where you are in this story. What part of the story is about you?
The blanket part.
The blanket part. Do you have a favorite blanket? Ah. Nate, do you identify with one of these parts of the story?
Yes, the grandpa.
The grandpa. How about you, Lily?
I would say I would be in the mom part, because I would be saying like, oh, I don't think that could be fixed again.
Interesting. Well, you know the part of the story at the end where there was not even any bit of scraps of cloth. And do you remember what Joseph did? What did Joseph do? Oh, there you go. What did Joseph do when there was nothing left?
He found a new resource and started again.
He started again. He actually wrote a story about his wonderful writing something out of nothing